At the beginning of this film, we see a desert area in China. Here, a group of robbers is being chased by some soldiers. To escape from the enemies, their leader William, who is very brave, tells his people to free some horses so that the soldiers chasing them go after those horses and they get a chance to escape. This is exactly what happened. As soon as they freed 2 horses, the soldiers went after them, and they got the opportunity to escape. These people are in a cave at night. They reveal the secret that they came here to find a very special black powder. Their journey was very dangerous from the beginning. During this time, they have lost more than 20 people and they have very few resources left to survive. When those people were thinking of retreating, the shadow of a creature was seen. With that, the creature came forward and attacked this group, due to which the rest of the remaining people also died. Now, only William and his friend are left alive. That creature monster comes to attack again. But William attacks it, knocks it down, and cuts off its arm. Now they were unable to understand which animal they had killed because it was very strange. They sensed danger and hence decided to leave the place immediately because the place where they were staying was not safe. The next day they resumed their journey, but the soldiers found them again. They were trying hard to escape while the enemy was right behind them. Both of them finally reached a big wall on the outskirts of China, which was the Great Wall, which is also the name of this film. But immediately a shower of arrows started on them. They narrowly escaped from it. There was very little chance of survival. Hence, William decided to surrender to the Chinese inside the hands of the soldiers and hand himself over to them with the hope that they will spare his life. Commanders of the Great Wall are surprised when they see the huge cloth that William has brought with him. Commander Lin asks how William got this cloth. On this, William says that he has killed a creature monster alone and has brought this cloth. Hearing this, the Chinese commanders start laughing. They make fun of William and do not believe a single word of his. But a planner, who gives information about everything, is convinced that perhaps these people who have come from outside are telling the truth because there was green blood of the creature on his weapons and clothes. But before reaching any conclusion, a soldier comes running and gives the news that from his tower he has seen many enemies who are coming toward the wall at a fast speed. Hearing this, the general immediately orders his armies to prepare for war. William and his friend are also immediately taken to the wall, where a huge army is standing ready with weapons and colorful war clothes. Their clothes were armors, that is, made of metal. William is surprised to see this magnificent sight of the armies because although the soldiers were different and their roles were different, yet they had so much coordination among themselves, and their roles are clearly visible from the colors of their armor suits. The most different from all the armies are the soldiers in blue armor, led by Commander Lin, and they are only women. All of them march toward the edge of the wall and prepare large weapons for the war. All the soldiers eagerly wait for the enemy, and then their attention goes toward the crowd of green monsters coming from a distance, who are coming toward the wall because they were actually their enemies. The monsters were roaring loudly in anger and were coming closer to the joint wall. Although arrows are also showered on them from all the armies, despite this, they reach the wall. Women in blue armor fall down toward the monsters and attack them with their weapons. After doing this, the male soldiers quickly pull them back up. Despite their best efforts, many soldiers are killed by the monsters. The monsters escape them alive. After a while, the queen of the monsters is also coming from a distance, who is also bringing many of her monster bodyguards with her so that she can fight the battle in a better way and make it more dangerous, after which she can win, and this could only happen when the monster queen commands them and orders them to make dangerous attacks. When Lin sees this, she tells the general, who immediately sends one of his soldiers, who was the keeper of the weapons, to fire on the queen. Queen orders the soldiers to attack with a large weapon. But the monster queen's bodyguards quickly block the attack and save their leader. The queen roars in anger and communicates with the rest of the monsters through her companion. She orders them to change everything and climb the wall using their powerful bodies. On receiving this order, the monsters quickly climb the wall and start attacking the soldiers. They throw them down from the wall with their tremendous strength. After seeing this danger, William tries to save his friend's life. And the surprising thing was that there was another prisoner from outside who immediately cuts their ropes and frees them. A soldier sees that his companion is being killed by the monster. Although he was scared, he still runs to attack the creature, but the joint monster easily pushes him back. When the monster is about to kill the soldier, William jumps in the air. He picks up a spear and thrusts it straight into the creature's mouth. The monster starts stabbing it hard and pushes William back. But with the help of his friend, William attacks the creature again, and together they kill it by stabbing it in the heart. William's friend picks up a red cap lying on the ground and shakes it to divert the attention of the other monster, just like it is done with a bull, so that the creature moves straight to attack him. By doing this, he actually gave William a chance to use the arrow and kill the monster, and when the creature attacks for the last time, his friend escapes from him with great difficulty. Seeing so many of his companions dead, the queen orders the monsters to retreat using the waves of her voice. The monsters retreat and take the bodies of their dead companions with them so that humans do not learn anything about them. After this victory, the Chinese commanders come to them, and they also immediately drop their weapons to show how much William and his friend have cooperated with them. The general praises their bravery and how they helped in the war and decides that they should be given a separate place to live instead of locking them in prison. The senior soldier also comes to foreigner William and thanks him for saving his life. However, if he wanted, he could have let him die. After this, both of them also meet the prisoner who had freed them. It is revealed that he too had come here 25 years ago to find black powder. But since then, he is imprisoned here. He shows them the mysterious black powder that they were looking for and assures that it will be enough for the three of them. Prisoner says that as soon as the next battle starts, the three of them will escape from here because they can easily escape during the war. While they were talking, the planner calls them for an urgent meeting because he finds a magnet in their luggage. Planner believes that this is the reason why William was able to kill the monster easily the first time because the magnet probably weakens the creature's mind. It is revealed that the monsters are called Tao Tei and they came to Earth from another planet, a star, 20 years ago. Since that day, these creatures rise every 60 years and attack the northern area of China. They try to eat everything so that they can feed their queen and increase her strength manifold, which will increase the number of those monsters. There are 2 million people in the capital of China, which is just 300 miles away from here. If the creatures keep growing like this and the queen keeps getting strength again, then their number will increase beyond limits and they will spread all over the world. This time, the general notices that some soldiers are missing on the West Tower. That is why he goes out to investigate with Commander Lin. The soldiers come into their positions. But everyone is surprised that the monsters are not visible physically this time. The soldiers march. Then they see a creature in front. And the general sees the reflection of another Tao Tei behind, which was waiting in ambush to attack the team. Both monsters attack together, and the general tries to stop the Tao Tei behind. But while saving Commander Lin, he gets injured by the creature and is about to die. The whole army later reaches there, but by then it was too late to save the leader. In his last breaths, the general orders to make another senior officer the next commander, and also advises him that these monsters are very intelligent and they are planners. Never take things lightly. There is a big funeral in which the commander is buried. Everyone mourns their leader. Thousands of candles are released in the air so that the general can rest in peace in the afterlife. Soon a Chinese officer arrives there. He has also brought the records which were written 60 years ago during the War of Monsters. The previous general had reported that the creatures were paralyzed, that is, their hands and legs stopped working, after which they chased the soldiers and reached the mountains, where there was also a magnet which was like William's magnet. Now how does the magnet affect the creatures? To test this, William suggests that they should catch the Tao Tei alive using a big hook, just like a whale is caught. But William's friend is not happy with this plan and reminds William that their plan is to run away with black powder. Meanwhile, the planner makes a lot of tranquilizers and applies them to the hooks so that they can capture a creature alive. Soon the Tao Tei come in large numbers and try to climb the wall stealthily. But the soldiers also fight in self-defense and face them. Big blades coming out of the wall cut the creatures into pieces, while the warriors start hitting the Tao Tei angrily on the edge of the buildings. Lin orders to start attacking with harpoons. One by one, large hooks are released on the monsters, which hit many monsters. As soon as this happens, the chain is tied. But soon these monsters understand that these people want to capture them alive. That's why they start breaking the hooks. All of them free themselves except one. At this time, the prisoner is trying to convince William's friend that there is a war going on, so let's run away. But his friend did not want to leave his friend William alone, so he refuses. William also thinks of leaving the Chinese army, but at the last moment, he returns to help the commanders and capture the last Tao Tei who is still chained. To separate this monster from the rest, the army attacks with a lot of bombs, which creates a huge ring of fire around the monster. Realizing that the chain won't last long, William rushes there and reaches the monster. He ties the monster up so that he can take it back. But he is suddenly attacked by the enemies and starts fighting for his life. Luckily, his friend comes there and saves William. He also scolds him for not following their escape plan. During their argument, more monsters attack which come out of the fog. But William and his friend together kill the monsters. Their fight continues like this for a long time by shooting them in their eyes. The monsters cross the wall of fire and attack them in greater numbers. But the Chinese army attacks them with a bomb and blasts the Tao Tei and saves both of them. They quickly put the monster in a cage and start testing the effect of the magnet. Surprisingly, as soon as a man takes the magnet piece near the monster, it stops moving completely, which shows the effect of the magnet. Through this, they sense the presence of the monsters near the base and they go down and investigate. Everyone is surprised to know that the creatures have dug a large tunnel under the wall and all the previous battles were just a deception to distract the army. At the same time, the prisoners and William's friend are planning to steal black powder and escape from the Great Wall while the army is busy. But William stops them because he wants his friend to stay and fight with those who are against these dangerous monsters. But his friend believes that William is just wasting his time because, according to him, these people do not see any chance of winning against the army of monsters. While they both were arguing, the prisoner knocks William unconscious and tells his friend to leave his friend behind because this is their last chance to escape. Commander Lin also soon came to know about their intention to escape. That is why she gets very angry at William. However, William repeatedly says that he had tried to stop his friend. Now Commander Lin's anger subsides only when a warrior testifies that yes, he had heard William's words when he was on the way. He was stopping his friend from escaping. Lin immediately orders that the traitors be imprisoned, and William is locked in a cell so that he cannot interfere further with the army's plans. To reach the Tao Tei, Lin decides to use a hot air balloon. But this thing had not been tested yet and can be very dangerous for those who operate it. But Lin still orders to do so, in which many people are killed when they try to lift the balloons into the sky with fuel made from black powder, and only a few soldiers survive who leave for the capital. After a while, William is released, and he immediately runs outside where a balloon was still left. He tries to ask what has happened. Then the planner tells him that they have failed to stop the Tao Tei, who are engaged in breaking this wall. And then Commander Lin has ordered to free William because she herself has left for the capital. The planner tells William that now their only hope is to kill the queen because her death will jam all her monster companions, after which they will not be able to do anything and will be killed. William decides that he will go after Lin so that together they can save humanity from destruction. This time, Commander Lin reaches the capital. But there the whole city is full of those hungry monsters. These people try to reach the palace, but the Tao Tei creatures attack them. They are trying to save their lives. The monsters surround Lin and start roaring at her loudly. But before she dies, William comes to help her. He pulls her in the air. Then, with the help of bombs, he pushes the monsters back, after which both of them fly inside the palace. Now they bring back the captured creature and plan to blast that creature with bombs. Plan is that they will move forward through the gutter and plant food and bombs on the monsters and take them to the queen so that they can get a chance to kill her through the bombs. But the plan does not work well because the creatures find their location and kill most of the members of their team. Only one warrior remains alive, but he is also badly injured. Suddenly, many Tao Tei attack in the underground tunnel. Seeing this, the warrior decides that he will activate the bombs by sacrificing his life. He will blow up the monsters and block the way. Now, without wasting time, the warrior immediately opens the door of the cage and releases the monster which is tied to the bomb. As soon as the magnet is removed from the creature, it wakes up immediately and exactly as per the plan, it starts eating the bait given to it and runs straight outside to its queen. The three people reach inside the tower, and the warrior is standing at the door and taking care of the magnet. William and Lin run upstairs to get a good shot at the bombs. William attacks the queen with an arrow containing a bomb, but the bodyguards block the attack. The arrow deflects and explodes in the air, alerting the monsters. William immediately climbs higher up the tower to try again. But the queen orders all her companions to attack the building, causing all the monsters to enter the tower. Meanwhile, the warrior throws a magnet at the monsters and is killed by a monster. William tries to shoot a second time, but the creatures block the arrow again and it explodes in the air. This allows the queen to finally see their attackers, and she orders all her companions to attack upwards. With only one bomb left, the two jump out of the window and escape from the Tao Tei coming from behind while hanging from a rope. William throws the magnet at the bodyguards and immediately follows it, causing the magnet to slow down the creature's movements, and the bomb falls inside the barrier. Queen tries her best to put out the fire, but a huge explosion destroys everything, and all the creatures are blown into the air. As the queen dies, all the Tao Tei are completely paralyzed and fall to the ground. Thousands of corpses of monsters are scattered in the palace, and humanity finally wins. William returns to the Great Wall and finds his friend in a cell, captured by the Chinese army. William is given a choice: his friend's life or the black powder. But William chooses to save his friend's life. He decided to leave because he understood that friendship is more valuable than any wealth. He is leaving from there with his friend while Lin is watching him from above. This was a way of saying goodbye because both of them started liking each other. William also looks back and feels that he will definitely come back to this place in the future, and with this, the story of this film ends here.